Hey guys, the Dynamite here, and welcome back to, well, another Canon Powershot S5 IS digital camera review. Where today, guys, I have been requested by a numerous of people to do another video of the ISO and how to use it and things like that. When I open this thing up, you're gonna notice that there was no longer a camera strap on this bad boy, and that is because I put it on my brand new camera that I use, called the Canon T4i. Now, it is a great camera. It's much better than this one because this one is just a photography camera, in my opinion, and it doesn't really do well in terms of video, only picture, and that is why I got a new one. But this is still a great little camera, and I've been requested to do tutorials and ISO. So I guess when I do these like tutorials and reviews and things, normally my review videos will just be for the sake of reviewing the camera and not really the instructions on the interior. But since that video is so popular now and you guys really want me to do this just for you guys, I am going to review this camera's ISO and all of that. But hey, maybe in the future I'll do more like this. If that's something you guys want to see from my YouTube channel, just let me know. Alright, so first off, I'll be right back. I gotta grab something. So I had to grab some rechargeable, what are they called? Energizer. Because this thing does take 4 freaking AA's, which is ridiculous, by the way. That is way too many batteries. I'm more of a battery pack kind of guy. Oops. One's in there wrong. I'm more of a battery pack kind of guy. It's what my new camera takes, but they're nice, I guess. Oh yeah, this is the Canon charger that comes with this camera, I'm pretty sure. And you can actually charge rechargeable Energizer batteries with that charger. So if you missed my first review, then link in the description, and you just flip open this screen like before, and make sure you take this thing off. I untied mine by mistake, but yours should be tied to here, unless it doesn't come with this lens cap. But I can't remember. So here we go, and there she is. I don't know what just happened. Hold on, guys. Alright, guys, apologies. I found out that I was low on battery. So, that's fun. I just gonna... There we go. Okay. So, to start off, this should open up in your little HUD. Are you serious right now, bro? How? Alright, sorry about that, guys. So, this should be the first thing that you see when it comes on, as I said before. And, so I just gotta figure out how to use this again. You hit your set button, and there we go, functions. Okay, so here's step 1 with this camera. How to do your quality, right? So what you want to do is you want to hit function, and that will bring up your frame by frames and all of that. So right here, you can see how it says 640 x 480, which means 640 by 480, which is the crop, the frame. And then 30 FPS means frames per second. And frames per second usually means, and always has meant, just how quickly frames go by per second. So 30 frames will go by per second. So, and then you can do 60 FPS, which I don't really recommend because it'll lower the quality a little bit. But if you, like I said, if you're doing pictures, which is really what this is meant for, then by all means go for 60. Next up, we're going to hit the down arrow, and you can do widescreen, small screen, which gets rid of the black bars, M3, M2, M1, and L. Honestly, I recommend the wide. It just looks more cinematic, but, you can do whatever you want. And then, once you're on, like, specific settings, then these options up here open up. So right now I am on auto, which means I will not be able to use any of these. But if I switch this to all the way to here, which is the good old C, which is custom, and go back into the functions, I can now use all of these options, which is like your scenery. So there's auto, there's daylight, there's cloudy, there's tungsten, and all of these things that you can use in different environments and your colors. Yeah. So it's really cool, to be honest. Some of these I even used myself when I used to film with this, and I don't know what these are. I truly do not know. I've tried using them. They don't really do anything. So, hey, if you figure it out, let me know. But I have no idea what these do. I've tried using them before. They just don't really do anything. So I'm just gonna leave them to how they were, and then you can just do off, which is really what I do. And then your flash. So your flash is this thing. So your flash right here is, I've never used this before. This flash thing, I didn't even know this existed, but this is probably how bright your flash is. So if you hit that and then turn off the function mode and take a photo, yeah, see how bright that was? That all you saw was a white square. If we go to here, yeah, that all that was a white square. So in functions, you can turn that down here, which is actually really cool. I did not know you could do that. Wow. So you could go all the way down to 1 if you wanted to, and take a photo. And see, now we have detail, right? So if you're taking a photo of what I'm taking a photo of, which is just white, because it's my background, it's the best thing, in my opinion, for doing these type of reviews. If you just do that and then take your photo, which is this button right here, you gotta hold it. See, you can have some detail there. So if you take a photo of this thing right here, which is the Canon box, look at that. Not much flash. That's pretty cool. So if you have like a dark scenario, you can easily just turn this up if you want. Or you can leave it right in the middle. Up to you. Okay, now this spot. This might be your autofocus. So you might be able to use like a dot to use your autofocus. If this thing even has autofocus, I can't remember. But I don't know what this is. I apologize. It doesn't do anything when I select it here, so I apologize for that. Strange. And then, like I said, this is that. So yeah, and honestly, so when you're not on custom mode, if you're say on film, those options will be set for you in functions mode. See how it's already in cinematic mode and all of that? All of that will be set for you. See, darker skin tone is dark mode, and the FPS and all of that, the widescreen, all of that is set for you, okay? Or you can customize it however you want in the C position. You can go here. All of these will set those functions for you, but like I said, you can either go to auto, which it'll just do it for you depending on where you'll point the camera and take your video or photo. Or you can go all the way to custom and do it yourself by hitting this here functions button. And then, yeah. And then your ISO right here. This was requested by a person in my comments. Yeah, so your ISO is this button right here. And your ISO is pretty much on auto once you get this thing. Now, you can do high ISO. You can do 80, you can do 100, you can do 200. See how it's slowly getting brighter? Honestly, it depends on where you are. So if you're in a dark environment, you might want high ISO. But not that high. Like that high, like some people say 1600. I say 1600. If you do that, you're gonna get a really like bright photo. So if you're in a light environment and you go all the way to 1600, all you're gonna see is just white. But if you're in a light environment, you might want to go about like 800, 400, 200, 200, 100, maybe 80. But then by then you might just see blackness. But if you're in a dark environment, then yeah, by all means, start from 400, go all the way up. It's really just your brightness and the type of environment that you're in. And then you have your high ISO and your auto mode. And then just auto, which, like I said before, depends on where you point your camera. And then it'll automatically set it for you. Now, next up is your disp. I don't know what it means, but if you hit that, these things will show up, which is a grid, and I'm pretty sure is your volume. But no, I don't know what it is, bro. But it'll tell you what mode you're on. If you switch your mode, right, to manual, which I'm not even gonna get into the manual, bro. It'll tell you all the things you have set. Like this hand means autofocus and all of that. And yeah. So forgive me, guys. I don't know everything about this camera. I haven't used it a whole lot. Like I said at the beginning, I switched cameras, but I am doing the best that I can here. So if you hit disp and then you hit it again, your screen will go from here into here. Let me just turn this light off for you here. It'll go into your viewfinder. This little window in here is called your viewfinder. So you put your eye through there and you take your photo. And that's your viewfinder. See my hand moving? That's your viewfinder, which is just that little window right in there. See? And it doesn't get covered up by the flash either. I honestly have no idea where it comes out of. And then all you need to do to bring your screen back is hit this again. And it'll come right back. So yeah, there's that. And this button will expand your shots. So if you're taking a photo of like really large groups of people, you might want to hit that button and change this. And it'll... Oh, I guess it's not. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so actually, this is just for your continuous shot. So if you click on that and you take a photo... Oh, I thought I was going to take multiple photos. Okay, I actually have no idea what this is for. But... Continuous shooting. I don't know what that is either. Oh, I might need my flash up. Yeah, I don't know what that's for. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I don't know everything about this camera. Oh. That is weird. It made it brighter, like it changed the ISO or something. I don't know. And then this is your timer. So if you put that on and you have it on a tripod and you want to get yourself in the photo, all you gotta do is set this up on the tripod and hit this bad boy right here. And it'll count down from 10. Right? Get with the rest of the group. 10 seconds later, smile. And take your photo. So there you go. So that's how you get to your timer. You just gotta look for that little dot right up there, and you can even do a 2-second timer or a custom timer. So you select that, and I don't know what that one could do. I don't know how you would change that. But yeah, I just do single shot, one shot. Anything I'm missing here? This thing? What is this? It might be your autofocus. Or your auto volume. That's another thing. If you hit this button right here. Oh, maybe it's not that button. How do you get to the menu on this thing? I don't know. If you hit set in this menu. Oh, here we go. Duh, menu. There you go. That's your menu. So, yeah. There's your mute. So it'll turn off the beeping. So if you turn it on, then it'll turn off the beeping, I'm sure, for the recording and all that. And then your brightness, if you want it higher or lower. Power saving. There is no dark mode for this, unfortunately, until your gigabyte SD card. And that's not your SD card. Your SD card storage and how much has been taken and how much you have left, and also what size it is. And if you click format, it'll delete everything on the card. File numbering, you don't want to mess with that. It'll just reset your names and all that. Create folder, auto rotate. Like I said, most of this stuff I don't know what is. There's your language, right? So I had someone in the comments that didn't speak English, and so if you're looking for that option, that's how you change it there. That's pretty cool, right? Video system, NTSC or PAL, and then you have print method. I don't know what that is, and then you have your reset, and all of that. So just sort of go through it, see what you want. Your self timer. Oh, so that's how you set your custom timer. And so you can see here, you can set for 5 seconds or anything like that. So once you do that, let's say you want it for 5 seconds, right? Well, then you go out of the menu and you hit this top button right here, and then you go over to your custom timer, and it'll do it for 5 seconds, I bet you. Oh, it's counting. Yeah, 5 seconds. Isn't that cool? And because we were on custom mode just then, it took multiple shots, 3 shots. So you can set it to however many you want. You could do 5 shots, which means it'll take 5 pictures of whatever it's pointed at whenever you take the photo. And this little orange light should flick. There, it's counting down. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there you go. If you're taking photos of what I'm taking photos of, you get 5 white squares just ready to go. All right. So that's basically how you get to your menu and how you do all that stuff, your themes and all of that. So, oh, that's cool. So you can choose like a background. Huh, that is cool. All right. So that's your menu. And if you hit set, then it'll ask you to select a face. And what that means is I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this because I'm not 100% sure, but I think it means that it'll autofocus on the face that it's looking at. This isn't touchscreen like my camera, but yeah. Now, on the side of the lens here is your stabilizer, and now I actually know what this means. It means that if you hold this while you're taking a photo, if you have shaky hands, it'll actually stabilize the image and it won't make it blurry. And this MF means manual focus. So if you hold that down, all you have to do is look over here and hold down about this photo button halfway. Oh, no, it's going to take 5,000 pictures. I guess that's how you could take stop motion photos if you really wanted to. But yeah, so then you hold down this button about halfway and then it'll focus it for you. So you just like that. Just about halfway. Don't press it down all the way. And then you can let go and then take a photo, and then you'll take a photo of that. Now, something very important to note about this camera. Okay, if you have a computer, first off, you will not be able to see your photos on the Chromebook. I learned that the hard way. You'll have to move it to your phone if you want to see them. This right here is where you plug in your white cord, your digital cord, to plug into your computer to move your files. Or you can just take the SD card out, but that might accidentally get it damaged. And I still haven't figured out what this is. Now, do not be fooled like I was. This hole right here is not a mic jack. It's not for a microphone. It's not for an external microphone. It is for an AVI output, which basically means it'll transfer the screen to another device. All right? So, I think I covered well about enough of stuff. If there's anything else you guys want me to teach you about this camera, I'd be more than happy to do it. But like I said, I'm more of a gaming YouTube channel instead of a reviewer. I do the odd review here and there if I really want to review it. But think about opening my own YouTube channel to review things. So let me know if you want to see that, where it's just solely for reviewing cameras and things like that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe if you want. And yeah, peace.